What's up, everybody? It's another edition of Talkin All That Kazz with me, DJ Kazzeo. That's right. This is where you find interviews that I conduct on my radio show. I isolate them, put them to a video format so you can watch them anytime, check them out, and it's basically the audio with a picture of the artist that I'm interviewing and my web address. So pretty basic, but it's a lot of interviews that people don't often get to hear sometimes because they don't have time to listen to my radio show, or they don't have time to listen to the complete 2-hour show on my Mixcloud channel. So this is isolated interview clips, and here's another one. Let's see who I'm talking to this time. In 3, 2, 1. Trying to remember where the break is on this, but apparently it's right there. Yours truly, Kazzeo, right here. It's 90.9 FM KHTC Radio Bilingue, Monterey and Santa Cruz counties. Also 104.1 FM out in San Benito County. Streaming live everywhere right now at djkazzeo.com. And as promised, very special guests joining me in studio. Not one, but two. First, you could call them Starla and Vega. You can also call them Sharyn Maceren and Lenny Ruckus. Joining me in studio, what's going on, my friends?
What is going on? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, DJ Kazzeo. Woo!
Yeah.
You know, you might be saying to yourself, wait a minute, what happened to Sharon's voice? Well, she's being extra protective, and she's got a mask on, so that's the reason. It's not me bumbling the mix on the board or anything like that. It's just, hey, you got to protect yourself at these times, you know? So it's all good. I really appreciate you guys coming down tonight to celebrate. Yes, indeed, my 50th birthday.
Wow.
I know I probably look about 78, but it's all good. It's all good. So how is everything with the two hardest working couple in the Bay Area?
I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, let me take this one. It is, thanks to God, it's so good. We're doing our thing. You know, I got the new single outside. Thanks to all the fans. You guys helped, and the DJs. Y'all helped it make a #1 album in iTunes, #1 in Beatport. So we thank you for that. Let me see this. Try this. Hello.
So you're definitely hitting the charts, as you said. Beatport doing very well. iTunes doing very well. Yeah. I don't know any of the other mediums. I guess Amazon and Spotify.
Yeah,
and
Spotify.
That stuff.
And then he's doing his thing with Masivo. So they did a remix on Outside as well with Joey Mazzola and a new single, Bad Intentions. So it's been fun.
So I even saw. So it's in regular play at like clubs in Vegas too, right? Yeah. Didn't you post something up about that?
Oh yeah, one of the coolest ones that we've heard about was it was played at Caesar's Palace on the terrace with DJ Mondo on New Year's Eve, and so that was pretty fun to know it's been playing in Vegas at a big club like that.
I wish I would have heard one of your records on the PA system when I was out there. I'd be like, I know her, jumping up and down. They'd be like, okay, get this guy out of here.
It's wild, like just hearing that it gets played like places like that. It's really hard to kind of imagine something that you wrote like during the pandemic, you know, in your room, and just wow, it's on the world thing.
Well, I mean, you should be kind of used to that by now. I mean, you've got like over 100 songs that you've written that get play. I mean, so. But it's nothing new to you.
There was an artist. Who was it? I don't know if it was like Journey or somebody. No, it was some artist, right? And they were saying maybe CFC Music Factory. I can't remember, but they were basically saying like they had hits, right? But they're like in the studio, so out in the world, it's getting played in New York and here and there. But their reality is they're here, like this, like how you are right now with me. And so it's like, say they go, Kazzeo, your song's getting played. It's like, oh, that's cool. It's getting played in Europe and, you know, Africa. And you could just say that's cool, but you don't really know what it's like until you're actually there, right?
And you're like, well, that's all great and all, but I'm going to be making the remix here. So I gotta take care of this, and, you know, we'll celebrate later on. You know, but so, you know, with Outside, you just released a bunch of remixes to Outside. How did some of those remixes come about? Because I know you worked with people, you know, further out than you usually do. So
Yes.
how did that come about? Was that Lenny's connections, or?
Yeah, luckily Lenny was, you know, Lenny has some projects that he works with. That he works outside of mine, and he.
How dare he?
Right, yeah.
100% of the focus has to be on Sharyn.
And,
Working on it.
and some of the teammates were just down to be a part of the record, so it was really simple as that.
So when you get different styles of, you know, genres submitted like that, I mean, how does it feel to, you know, break into markets that you weren't already in?
Oh wow, it's like a 50-50 thing, because 50% of me goes, this is the type of music I listen to, so it feels very natural to me. Like every remix that is on the Outside DJ Extended Pack, the Woodrow remix and the Joey Mazzola Masivo remix, which is outside of our Lenny Ruckus and Starlin Vega productions. You know, those are things that I listen to, so it's like it feels right. But then, like what you're asking, how does it feel to be in those markets? It's like, whoa, it's cool, because now we've got Outside on a 1001 track list right now. So we got this DJ from Verona, Italy, that put it out on, you know, is playing it in Madrid and whatnot. So it's like, cool. That's Alex O'Neill. So just a shout out to Alex O'Neill for being one of our first international DJs playing
Not to
Outside.
be confused with Alexander O'Neill. You know, Mr. Criticize, which happens to be one of my favorite songs. You know, I gotta say this. I can't even. I have to admit this. I feel like I'm talking to Sia. Because you know who Sia is, right? And you know how she always like wears stuff over her face, so you can't really like see what she looks like. That's what I feel like right now. I'm like, I'm not sure this is Sharyn.
Now is the year for anonymity.
There you go. There
This is
you
the
go.
year of the Dream Queen, to be honest. So it's going to be a different look, a different vibe. No one's going to see it until the album comes out, and I don't know when the release date is for the album, but we're working on tons of tracks.
Well, judging by the video that you put up last night, you seem to be very pink-oriented right now.
Oh my god.
There was a whole lot of salmon going on last night.
You know what? I was thinking that I could do the regular chill filter, right? You know, just like sparkly, whatever. But I think you guys are not prepared for what we're gonna bring this year. So I need to let you guys know it's different. It's nothing you've ever seen, felt, or heard before.
So I'm not asking for any like clues as to what that could be.
Yeah.
But is there a tentative date for this? What's the arrival?
You know what's okay? I'll tell you this. I always hope for a summer release for an album because I'm a summer girl. But this album is going to be so much more epic than anything I've ever done in my entire life. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it on a feeling basis, which means, is the album ready to come out? If it's not time, we're not going to push it just because of a date. We're going to push it when the DJs are ready, when the fans are ready, and when the album's ready.
Okay, so that being said, then not specifically for the album, but is there a time when you have set for a single release in order to gauge whether or not the DJs are ready for the album?
Yes, we have a second single release date scheduled already.
So are we like within 6 months, or are we outside of 6 months of it?
Under 6 months.
Okay. I'm not asking for specifics. I'm not asking for specifics, but
If you could have a remixer, a DJ Kazzeo recommended remixer for any future Sharyn Maceren single, I want to turn the microphone around, turn the question around, and point it to you.
who's a hot remixer?
That is your style. That is just like you. Oh, I would love to hear this together. Just putting it out there for fun for the fans to listen to.
Well, I'll tell you. You know, I know there's been talks of of it, and you know, everything has to line up and
Of
everything.
course.
But I would love to see what the Santana Twins could do with you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, I'm a fan of their work.
We were supposed to get on something for the one the stars didn't align just yet, but we're such good friends and we're such good fans, all of us together with Lenny and everybody. We're all fans of each other personally and musically, so
Yeah.
we just definitely, like you said, just have to see the stars align for the exact song to be together.
And I know that they featured Moonlight on one of their EP releases or whatever it was. So
Yeah, what was that? It was actually a project, right? So it was a project to show future freestyle from all the producers within the group. So everyone that has that style was able to showcase their work, and they invited Lenny and I as Starland Vega to show what we wanted to put out, and we put out Moonlight, which is only available on SharynLand.com right now, and also that website.
Awesome. Well, you know what?
Well, thanks for answering the question, Kaz. That's
Absolutely.
awesome to know.
Keep
our ears to the streets.
It's time for me to unwrap my first birthday present.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you know what that is. So, are you ready?
Yes, I just need you to go like this when it's time for me to start singing.
Okay, well, I'm going to first of all, did you get the MP3s I sent you?
I did, but I'm gonna go off the cuff right now.
Oh.
She's gonna freestyle it.
I'm gonna freestyle.
She's gonna freestyle it.
Yeah.
Is that loud enough?
Oh, I can't hear anything in the headphones.
You hear it now?
Louder? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Maybe just a tad lower. Alright. Right there?
Cool.
Yeah. And you just tell me when I start singing.
You take me to the club, boy, and you're liking what you see. 'Cause I'm all dressed in like vinyl, and you wanna set me free. You start taking off my jacket, and I know you wanna play me. Then you lay me on the table. I feel you place your hands on me. Can you hear me singing? All the joy you're bringing, yeah. When the record spins, that's when you begin to love me, baby. To love me, baby. 'Cause I move it like this, and I move it like that. It drives you crazy, baby. When the record spins around and around. Record spins around and around.
Right? When DJ Kazzeo spins a record?
You move me back and forth, boy, touching me like this and itch. And the sounds you got me making, it's like I'm now an instrument. You've got me in your hands now. This is where I wanna be. You can put me in a trance now. Let me move continuously. Can you hear me singing? All the joy you're bringing, yeah. When the record spins, that's when you begin to love me, baby. To love me, baby. 'Cause I move it like this, and I move it like that. It drives you crazy, baby. When the record spins around and around. Record spins around and around.
Not only is it DJ Kazzeo's 50th birthday, it's also National DJ Day.
That's right.
So wanting to wish happy birthday to one of my favorite DJs of all time, DJ Kazzeo. Happy birthday. And to at least 50 more.
I don't know about that, but
All the joy you're bringing, yeah. When the record stands, that's when you begin to love me, baby. To love me, baby. 'Cause I'm moving like this, and I'm moving like that. It drives you crazy, baby. When the record spins around and around.
all right. Sharyn Maceren live in studio
Whoa.
doing When the Record Spins. That cracked me up because you're like, you tell me when to come in. I'm like, it's your song.
You know what's funny? I don't think I ever sang this like with
Anywhere.
instrumental. Yeah, I don't really sing it out live. So it's funny that because I don't know where it starts because I've never sang it outside.
Well, you know,
This is the first
this is
time.
an exclusive.
An exclusive.
Exclusive right here. All right, you know what? Sharyn is here. She's going to stick around for a while. If you want to give her a call and talk to her, 831-758-5432 is the number. And Lenny's here too, so if you need any production advice, Lenny's more than happy to tell you how to work the ASR-10 and steer away from the Ensoniq 16 Plus because that's a little too old.
I think Kazzeo is a producer too.
And I know a couple things.
I thought so.
I read magazines. All right, let's take a quick pause for the cause, play a couple more songs, and come back with the talented Sharyn Maceren right after this. Talking about the production and the vocal arranging of that last record right there. Tora with 1,000 Times. Before that, Nyasia with Time. Get it? There's like a time theme going on here. Yours truly, Kazzeo, still in the studio. My special guest, Sharyn Maceren, Lenny Ruckus, Starla and Vega, and whatever other names they decide to come up with in this next project. Maybe it'll...
Masivo, the part of Masivo.
Maybe it'll be, I don't know, Cat's Eyes and Baby Blue.
Ooh, that
Never
sounds
know.
good.
You never know.
You never know. It could be anything. Sharyn, thank you so much for coming in tonight. I appreciate the When the Record Spins performance. You know that's always been one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
As well as one we got coming up in just a couple minutes here. But before we get to that... who are some of the because I know you always have a good eye and a good ear for acts that I should know about dance wise or maybe even freestyle wise. Who are some of the people that have caught your eye lately?
Just like you were saying, the stuff that you're playing right now is pretty cool. I like the new Tora and the Nyasia and the Cynthia Ready for Love. I think a lot of that stuff is cool, and I'm happy to hear it right here in your studio.
Well, hey, I mean that's kind of what they don't pay me for, to play stuff you can't hear anywhere else. It's interesting, and I know this is gonna bring up a lot of controversy because there's a particular show you've been on it many times. And hold on a second, I'm starting to get a little allergic reaction here.
Oh gosh.
But that's what happens. The laundry soap that I wash my mask on, it kind of irritates me sometimes. But anyway, so there's a show that, let's just say they did a year-end countdown.
Okay.
And I see them on social media numerous times, bigging you up and, saying how you make great music and everything, and then I look at their year-end countdown, and not one of your songs is on their countdown. And I thought to myself, is somebody faking the funk here? So I mean, I'll tell you the name off the air because I don't want to. Let's just be vague about it. When you see somebody who's like always praising you, but then doesn't include you on their year-end list, even though you've released like 4 or 5 songs in that year.
I mean, 2021.
Yeah. It's like, how does that make you? I mean, what goes through your head?
2021 one I only released outside in November.
Well, let's just say, just for whatever year it is, like
Okay.
in a calendar year,
Sure.
you release a lot of stuff, and they always like praise you for it, but then they don't put it on they don't include it in their countdown for the year end.
Is their countdown based on their personal opinion, or is it based on their fans?
Well, that's the thing. The claim is that it's based on fans, but again, it's like, irregardless of what it's based on. I mean,
Because
if you're making such an impact with them, they should take that and like carry on that impact and make the impact with the listener.
Well, let's see. Let me think about this. I think honestly that what you're saying is that, say a DJ has the responsibility to be like, I love this, and so you're going to support it, and then maybe your fans will be on board with you because you are the leader of your station, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if for whatever reason I'm just not on their radar as for being their top, that's just a symbolization of really like what they think is their top stuff, and I just, for reals, that's just what it is. And hey, there's a million people on the world. I might not be their top 50, but there's going to be someone else, and you got to focus on the people that love you and the people that like your stuff, and that's kind of what I do.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
You can't make everybody love you, and that's, what I mean, like in life, in music. So you gotta like focus on the people that you love. You gotta focus on the people that love you, and that's how you succeed.
Well, in my world, it would be prosecutable if they don't support you. So it's a criminal charge. All right, you know what? I think it's just about that time. I'd like to hear another song.
Let's go.
So
Second birthday gift.
yes, another birthday gift. I'm about to unwrap it. You got your headphones on?
I got. Oh.
Okay. Okay, making sure. And it goes a little something like this.
Okay. This is a Joe Granberg production, made even before Always Dreamin'.
A little bit of a long intro.
Sometimes I think of all the girls that you could be with. Baby, you're so fine, I know that every girl here wants to be with you. Everyone in the party's dancing, so tell me, why do I wanna I'm the only one you need. Don't ever go. Tell me I'll make your life complete. Don't ever go. Make my heart feel just like your home. Don't ever go. Don't ever leave, baby.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Sharyn Maceren, Don't Ever Leave. What a classic record right there. Big shout out to Joe Granberg.
Thank you.
Joe killed it on that
Joe
record.
always kills it. I
Yeah,
love
man.
Joe. I'm kind of glad that I never released that as a single, like, because it's so emo, my chorus. It's like, come on, not that serious.
Well, I mean, you were a lot younger than you are
I
now.
was 7 then. It's like, calm down.
Exactly.
Yeah, 7-year-olds
Exactly.
don't need to be singing like that.
No,
They need to chill.
great record right there. You know what, too? We got to make sure we got to shout out Mama Maceren. Mama Maceren is a very she's very active on social media now.
Oh man, you would think she's like a social. She's a social momager. You know what I mean? She knows how to represent and promote, post this and that. I'm like, whoa. She reminds me of myself when it comes to promoting and being online. She cray.
Yeah,
Better than I am.
Yeah, Mama Maceren cray.
she definitely is good at marketing. So
Oh,
big
man.
shout out to Mama Maceren. We're gonna take a quick break right here, play a couple more songs, and then come back and final last words.
Of the night.
Yeah, of the night with Miss Sharyn Maceren and Lenny Ruckus right after this important announcement. I forget to do the most easy to remember things, but it's all good. It's all good. So you guys, again, for any Sharyn Maceren related news, you can go to Sharyn.net. Or you can go to SharynLand.com, which is even more important because that's where you buy everything, including the personal videos. Now, tell me about the personal videos. I mean, give me sell it for me.
Sell it for you.
If people are like, what's the personal video? Go ahead, tell them.
Yeah. When I first put the video thing out, I just thought it would be a cool way for fans to get their own custom video where I'm talking directly to them, where they get a song specifically sung to them on video, and I just thought that would be fun. But when I actually had my first experiences doing them, I really understood the connection that I was gonna have with each fan. And so when a fan sends it to me, they can send me a note and they can say, hey Sharyn, I've loved your Always Dreamin' album so much. It meant so much to me because I was going through a hard time and this and that. Can you sing this song and can you please help me with whatever? And so then I read their message, I get to know them like even that much more, and while I'm singing for them whatever song it is that they requested, that song is especially dedicated to them as I'm singing it to them. I get to know them by that message, and then I also talk to them just like this for however long, and they get to have this collectible for the rest of their lives. I don't even do this all the time. I actually took it off the shelves for a while and I put it back on during the holidays. And so for me, I actually loved being able to do that for the fans and give something to them very, very personally. So it's something that makes me happy, and for the people that wanted them, for the people that do want them, they've told me how much they love it. And I also create it as a very special video. I'll like edit it, put colors on it, put stickers. I'll like edit it so I'm like, hey, and I just just make it super funny. Like it's like sometimes between 5 to 15 minutes, however long I get, and I get super long because I get so excited to know that the fans care about it so much, and so I want to give them as much back, when I make them.
So here's a question. How many times has dinner been late and Lenny gotten mad because you're over there recording videos?
The craziest day like that was New Year's Eve before 2022, New Year's Eve 2021 into 2022. I was working on a fan vid before New Year because I was like, he deserves this before New Year. I just really wanted to make sure that he got it before then, and so I worked on it till 11:55, and we missed the countdown, New Year's Eve countdown, because I cared. That's how much I care about my fans, so I tried to make sure I got it for him before then.
And it was the saying goodbye to 2021, and 2021 wasn't a good year. So
everybody says that, but I'm trying to think. I always, you know this, everybody knows this. I always try to find the blessing, right? I always try to find the good, the positive. No matter how stressful things can be, how hard things can be, and I didn't see 2021 as hard in my space because I always try to see like what good can God give me and what good can I give to other people, and so I always try to look on the bright side.
She does indeed do that. She does indeed do that. I could explore that even further, but you know what? We're just about out of time. So once again, I really, really, really appreciate you coming down and celebrate my birthday with me. Looking forward to the new music that's coming out within 6 months.
Yes.
And don't, like I said, go to SharynLand.com to support, buy some stuff, and also look out for Massivo stuff from Lenny.
Thank you.
He's got his stuff out there on all streaming platforms as well. So it's a very productive couple. It's a very productive couple. All right, gotta get up and out of here. Once again, thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
And this is just about it. We're up and out of here, and we'll see you around.
Yeah.